What is up, guys? It's Master YuGiOh back at it again with another deck profile. This time, I finally got it done. My max rarity Dark Magician casual deck is finally done. It took me forever to get this done. I bought a couple cards from Australia, and it took forever to get them in. I literally bought them in February, and they just got here today. I bought them on February 21st, and they finally just got here today. I'm so psyched to profile this because this is probably the most expensive Dark Magician variant that is on YouTube. It will be casual. It is a decent deck though. Like it is not a trash garbage deck that people would just look at and roast. Definitely want to get roasted by Loza 100%, even if it is like totally not that bad. Like, because I'm saying it's casual right off the bat. I'm not trying to brand this as like a competitive deck, but like, let's get started here. So guys, first off, it took me forever to assemble this, so I just want to say that right off the bat. But to begin, we're gonna start off with 2 Dark Magicians and a Dark Magician girl. So 2 is the best ratio of Dark Magician, and if you want to, I would definitely say if you're playing a more competitive build, trash her for Palladium Oracle Mana. I'm playing her Ultimate Nostalgia. I've got 2 DDS Dark Magicians, like 2 DDS boys, and then 1 MFC girl. So I'm playing this for Ultimate Nostalgia. And then we got 1, 2, 3 copies of the Illusion of Chaos. This is your searcher. You want to, at least I want to play 3 of him. I can't imagine any situation where you'd play less than. I mean, if you want to play 2 and then 3 prep, that's an option. I don't know if it's the best, but then this is kind of where I'm going to vary from what like the established core is. A lot of Dark Magician players are playing 1 of this. My deck is not a Dragoon heavy build. My deck is more of Dark Magician Dragon Knight. So I kind of wanted to be a little bit different, and I feel like this card gets him out insanely easy. It's a 3-card combo to get him out and an Eternal Soul on board, and it's really hard to out. So then we've got 3 copies of the the Apprentice Illusion Magician. If we were to get like 1 more good Dark Magician Searcher, I would drop these probably either to 1 or 2. I just feel like if I was playing Ref, I would drop these to probably 1 copy each, play 3 Ref, 1 Red Eyes. But again, I'm trying to play a little bit differently because this isn't the most competitive build, but it is hella fun, and it reminds me of like old school Yu-Gi-Oh! We've got 3 Rod, self-explanatory. Gotta have your Rod, gotta be packing your Rod. Magician Souls, self-explanatory, gets you Dark Magician. Rod gets you any spell and trap. They're pretty much your utility cards. Playing 3 Soul Servant until we get a better Dark Magician Searcher. And I would love to see something like Magician Salvations, but for Circle. Like something that lets you set Circle from hand or deck and then like banish this card from grave to draw a card. Like basically so Circle never whiffs. That would be something to see. I would love something like that. 3 prep. Even if I don't see any reason not to run 3 of this, it would be way, way, way smarter to run 3 of this and then 2 Illusion, because Illusion of Chaos is a hard once per turn. This is not. So if this gets ashed and you have another copy in hand, you can use it. Whereas if you do have another copy of Illusion, you are kind of screwed. So I am playing double Circle. 3 is too much. I feel like I want to see at least 1 of my Floodgates or like 1 of my Interruptions, and Circle is one of them. So I'm playing 2. I'm also playing 2 Allure of Darkness. So if I do not add anything off Circle, but I look and I see, okay, I've got 3 Dark Monsters, I can then play Allure, draw 2, get rid of 1. If I say open up 2 prep and then, or prep and Illusion of Chaos, I can then use the Allure off of 1 and then get a draw off of it. So guys, this is time to hit the 1-ofs. We've got 1 copy of Dark Magic Attack. It's Dark Magician Feather Duster. I love it. Searchable off of eSoul. Magician Salvation, so one of. And I do play one Illusion Magic because this essentially turns your Magician's Rod into a direct Dark Magician searcher. Summon him, search this, 2 copies of Dark Magician. It comes up not super often, and this also helps you dodge Imperm and Veiler, so that's cool. And then I do play one of the OG Eye of Timaeus, and if the Ghosts from the Past leaks are real, we're getting a Ghost rare version of this, which is going to make me a liar. Because I just said this was max rarity. And yeah, so anyway, I play this card at 1. We'll see why in a little bit. We'll talk about that when we hit the extra deck. I'm actually going to scoot that aside here. We'll talk about that later. 3 copies of Skill Drain. It's Dark Magician. If you have Dark Magician and Eternal Souls on field and you play Skill Drain, your opponent's kind of SOL. So there's that. And then for the final tech, I'm playing 3 copies of Anti-Spell Frag. So I originally, when I built this deck, I'm like, I really want to make something like old school YuGiOh, like related. And I was actually considering for like a minute, what if I played Magic Jammer? And then I woke up from that nightmare and I thought, okay, what if I played something similar to Magic Jammer, but better? And I found Spellfrag. So this was the card I was waiting on. It took forever to get here, but they are practically gem mint. They're very beautiful cards. And then the last for the main deck are 2 copies of Eternal Soul. 3's too much, 1's not enough. So this is the list. This is not a Dragoon heavy build. I do play Dragoon. We're going to talk about the extra deck right now. I do play Dragoon. I'm sorry for the length of this video. We're already on like 7 minutes. Again, one more time. I do play Dragoon, but my focus is actually Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. I wanted to do something different instead of just being the umpteenth Dark Magician player that you play either at locals or online that spams out Dragoon. I have nothing against Dragoon. I run it my deck. I actually run it at 2 copies. 2 Starlight Rare copies. But this card, there's just not enough outs to it. There are way more outs to Dragoon, and I've noticed that playtesting it. Dragoon can get super polyed, Dark Ruler No More, Forbidden Droplets, evenly matched. Like the list goes on. Kaiju, the list goes on. Like if you just open Dragoon, sometimes you just get smacked. And if you're only opening Dragoon because you haven't drawn into anything else and you can't normal summon because you use Ref, and I don't play Rarity because again this is more of a casual build, I found that this was just a much better option for me. I mean, it may not be like for a competitive scene or, you know, but this deck profile is more for people who aren't like hyper competitive. This is somebody like you're looking for a casual deck like this. And I know the people that are looking for shit like this because it's people like me and you just prefer to play this. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody loves Yu-Gi-Oh for a different reason. But I play Dragoon because he's very easy to get out the same way you can get into Dark Magician Dragon Knight. He just requires 1 less card because, you know, we don't need that Eternal Soul. So we also have 2 copies, again, Starlight Rares, of the Dark Magicians. Very beautiful card. It sucks, though, that the other fusions don't count as Dark Magician while in the grave. I feel like that's a very bad decision on Konami's part. Master of Chaos, I play this guy at 2. He is really decent going second. And now on to the reason why I play the Eye of Timaeus. I'm actually going to go ahead and set that up here. On to the reason why I play this card. I play this card because of this beautiful son of a bitch right here. The Magician's Force First Ed Corrected Art Dark Paladin. So if you're going to flex like on your opponent, like probably 8 or 9 PSA, by the way, you're going to flex, you might as well flex. So I play Dark Paladin. I play Dark Cavalry. Dark Cavalry has actually gotten me out of a couple binds. I was playing against somebody who was using Crooked Cook Control. Believe it or not, that is a thing. Some guy summoned out Crooked Cook using Paradise Smasher, and the monster was unable to be targeted, destroyed by battle, you name it. So I'm like, okay, shit, what am I going to do? I still had the Eye of Timaeus in my deck. I thought if I can get to Dark Cavalry, I can 2-shot this guy and win the duel. And I did. I went Eye of Timaeus. I summoned him with all the spells and I think it's bells and traps on the field engrave. He two-shotted, and the kid just kind of stared at me because he wasn't expecting me to run either of these. And it's sometimes memes, but sometimes it benefits you. Say with Amulet Dragon. Amulet Dragon is dog shit, but, that's a big but, it removes all spells from the grave. So if you're playing something like Sky Striker, it's actually not terrible because it can banish all your opponent's spells. So then your opponent's engage and all the other spells that they have in grave are kind of meh. I play this girl because, I mean, look at the waifu, look at the art. That's self-explanatory. And I'm actually working on a side deck that runs the new Chronicle Magician. So the Ebon Illusion is kind of in there for that reason. And the Ebon High is just, it's terrible. I'm never really going to get into it. But it is a 15th Dark Magician card for my extra deck. So guys, that was the deck. Let me know what you think. Obviously, it's not the most competitive deck. I'm going to say that straight off the bat because I don't want people coming at me saying, yeah, the deck sucks. Like, yeah, it's not the best, but it is casual and it is fun as hell. Guys, stay tuned for the combo video. I will show you how to get this guy out super easy. It's a 3-card combo. I'll explain that in the combo video. Please, Loza, if you watch this video, please roast the shit out of me. I love watching your roast videos. I want to be one of the people that you roast the shit out of. I mean, come on, dude. Like, look at how expensive this is. Like, roast me, please. Like, just roast me for having, like, the most expensive shit. Like, please. All right, guys. Master YuGiOh out. Stay tuned for the combo video where I explain how to do all this shit.